Big C, as I say, 6 o'clock, judging by what the game is, how the game is unfolded in front of us, I don't think the game's going to be starting at 6 o'clock tonight.
No, and at this point in time, I don't know if that's the worst thing, because if there's rain in the forecast tonight, you definitely don't want to start the game and then have to stop it. But I know those out there want to see Razorback baseball, and I do too. I'm just trying to think long term here, but I'd still rather get it going, and just on the off chance that they're able to play the whole thing tonight, because, I mean, like you said, you got Zach Root going tonight, and once that pitcher gets psychologically ready to start, it's kind of hard to turn it back on sometimes. But yeah, I mean, this is a crazy game. Oregon State, I believe, scores 3 runs, and they're trying to take the lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Oregon State, that one of those teams that are hard to put away.
Yeah, and Arkansas unfortunately had to do it that first stand. If you want to call or text us, you can do so here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Once again, that's 877-377-6963. An update for all those that aren't watching as you're driving right now. Again, Oregon State and Louisville locked up at 6-all, 2 outs. Yeah. 2 on for Oregon State. It looks like they just hit a pop-up, so this inning.
Wow, they got out of it with no more runs.
All right, so Louisville with the chance to close out that game if they just play one more run in the bottom of the 9th, or we'll see if this game moves on. But what a comeback. It was, now help me on this, Big C. Louisville was up, was it 6-3?
6-3 going into the 9th.
6-3. So big start. First pitch, they insert a new pitcher. Louisville does, and Oregon State sends it out. Zach made a good point earlier. Wind is going out into left field. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of us, when we're watching the game, we're not looking for the wind and look what it was, but it was coming in. I did notice it was coming in yesterday. That's not a factor that I usually look into, but that being said, maybe it could play a role in Arkansas in the long ball tonight. Hopefully a few of them against UCLA, Big C.
Yeah, I know a couple balls were hit to that warning track yesterday, and had that happen today, we probably see those would probably went over the fence. UCLA not really known for their power. They do have a couple guys that can go yard, but Arkansas a little bit more reliant on that power. So a day like today could possibly benefit the Razorbacks if you're able to play it. I'm in the mindset that they're going to be able to at least start it tonight, and kind of hard to tell with the weather sometimes, but worst case scenario, you got to come back, finish tomorrow, and play the next game, but. We could be in for a wild next couple days, Ty.
Yeah, so there's 3 different scenarios that could shake out. You could have a complete cancellation, which I don't think is going to happen. I think they're going to get in a few. You could have them get in a few innings and push it towards tomorrow, or you could just finish out the game tonight. Yeah. Now, of any scenario, I think them completing the game favors Arkansas the most, because you really don't want to be a situation kind of like UCLA finds themselves in, where they weren't able to complete the game against LSU last night, got through 3 innings, and then had to play this morning, lost, and now they have to play Arkansas with their final game, deciding if they're going to stay here or not, just like the Razorbacks are. I mean, this is an elimination game as it was for Arkansas and Murray State yesterday, but you'd rather be in Arkansas' situation than you would be in UCLA's. By the way, Big Mike brings up Oregon State has won this twice after losing the first game. I know they did back in 2018. Maybe Pat Casey's team did it years before that. Big Mike, you might need to cite me what year that was, because I don't know it off the
one of them was 18.
Yeah, that's what we're saying with 2018. But I don't know if it was.
I think they won it in 2007 or 2006. Maybe back to back.
It was about a decade of difference, if I remember that right, on that. Well, I know there's been a lot of thoughts on Gage's performance yesterday, and deservedly so. But I mean, DBH, the real reason they're here.
We're still here. We still have a chance.
I mean, what Gage allowed you to do in the 9 innings and the 27 outs and the 19 strikeouts is you didn't even have to bring in one extra pitcher. There are 2 guys that will not pitch. I know Gabe Gackle is on record saying that he and Zach Root are available, which, by the way, if you're just jumping in with us here at 5:06 on this Tuesday afternoon, Zach Root is going to start for you tonight. But Wood and really Gackle are probably the only ones that aren't going to pitch.
And they're the 2 guys who, in the biggest stage, Wood and Gackle, had probably their best Well, I know for
Yep.
sure it was Gage's.
Both
but
had career highs, Big C.
Yeah.
A combination of 29 strikeouts. Gabe had 10. Gage had Gabe and Gage. Gage had 19. So yeah, 29 combined strikeouts, a career high for both. And it was either 10 or 11. I'm 99% sure it was 10. But yeah, and Gabe put you in a situation pitching 6 innings that set you up. It's just like there can't be enough said. If Arkansas was to do something tonight and win this game and get another crack at LSU, which for about a decade you couldn't beat LSU.
Yeah.
You've gotten over that hump. You still haven't been able to beat them in the postseason. Well, the opportunity lies ahead past tomorrow night or past tonight, assuming that you beat UCLA. Now, the focus that is at hand is the Bruins, and if I had to guess, there was a difference of thought for DVH and Matt Hobbs on who they were going to start based on the opponent, based on the words that came out of their mouth, like DVH was talking about the opponent. Evidently, it's Zach Root. Now, again, I'll play this clip from Gabe Gackle talking. This is audio courtesy of Evan Campico and the Pig Trail Nation, him talking about him and Root being possibilities for today.
Yeah, I mean, that was amazing. Not only did he, do something really special, he also set us up really well for the rest of the tournament. So we got a lot of guys that are fresh down there, and I imagine me and Root will be back tomorrow, and so we got all our bullets left.
I don't see Gage or Gabe Gackle pitching at
I don't
all
either.
today. I can see him pitching like a night game tomorrow if you're able to win tonight. That only gives him, 4 days rest, but I could see that more
An
than I could
inning,
see
a batter. I mean, these are guys, Gabe's in his sophomore year, but you look up and down. I mean, there's guys that could potentially play their last game. DVH got Kendall in last night. If they had lost, that would have been his last game as an Arkansas Razorback. Will McIntyre is yet to pitch this College World Series. Correct me on this if I'm wrong. I don't think he pitched in the Super Regional against Tennessee. I think he got in the regional. I need to go back and double check
talking
on
about?
that. Will McIntyre.
No, he
But
hasn't pitched.
So he didn't pitch. Think about this. He didn't pitch the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
He didn't pitch in the regional, the Super Regional, or thus far in Omaha. So that's an arm that you could definitely utilize.
But is that ideal though when a pitcher hasn't pitched at all to bring him in? But
Well,
I
that's
mean,
a
I know
good
you kind of
question.
have to in some instances, but I wondered, like with Battleshee starting today, did that factor in because he hasn't made a start in forever?
It's been several weeks when the rotation was shifted and Jimenez has taken over that third starting role. I got asked questions about why didn't Gage Wood start game one. I mean, they had listen for people that want to second guess DVH on the idea of starting Gage over Root. Root's had the more consistent season. Now, Gage obviously, I think, has a higher ceiling as a pro prospect based on not only what MLB people think, but some of his stuff. But Zach has been the more consistent pitcher, and hopefully he will show you some of that consistency later on here past 6 o'clock, because this game's not starting at 6 o'clock based on this Oregon State and Louisville game. Currently, that's knotted up at 6-6 right now, bottom of the ninth. You got 0-2, man on first for the Cardinals. No outs right now for Louisville. Good chunk of Louisville fans that are here that would love to see their team move on past Oregon State. Really, the only fan base that didn't travel is the one you're playing tonight. We're talking with Zach about it. It's UCLA. Hopefully, the ones that did make the trip are headed back to Los Angeles or California after this game. Now, it was interesting to hear DVH talking about surviving and digging out of the hole. So they're in one right now. You lose to LSU game one, and you put yourself in a rough position. Here was DVH following that loss.
It's one game. Now we put ourselves in a hole that we got to dig ourselves out of.
And I was telling you kind of before we got on, like the difficulty in just fighting out of the losers bracket and making it to the finals is almost as hard as winning the finals. Just like the amount of games you play consecutively and the teams you got to beat and you got to win 3 in a row now. Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
4 days in June. Again, we've had fun playing off the 4 days in October card that the Boston Red Sox were able to defeat the New York Yankees in the 2004 ALCS, and you're hoping your Arkansas Razorbacks can have a similar type of success here in June as they take on the UCLA Bruins in about an hour from now, maybe longer from that based on the game time and everything else. All right, we are underway here on Hog Reaction, brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks, Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue and Country Store, First Star Bank, and McClarty Daniel. When we come back, more of your calls, more of your texts live from Omaha, getting you ready for Arkansas and UCLA coming up next.
This is Arkansas Game Day. Our exclusive coverage at the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
0 hits, a lot of zeros. Game to win. We won. We're moving on.
Can you explain the infield fly rule? Neither can I, but I can help you navigate a variety of legal issues, from divorce to personal injury to estate planning. I'm Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions, a new law firm offering affordable flat fees with payment plans available. You get an ace at the price of a minor leaguer. Now that sounds like a grand slam to me. Call Mock Legal Solutions for your free consultation. 479-769-1505. Real advice, reasonable price.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
There's only one place to buy fireworks at wholesale prices. Hey guys, I'm Chris Brewer, the owner of USA Fireworks in Arkansas. The best way to purchase your fireworks show is at wholesale prices. Get more fireworks for your money at USA Fireworks Wholesale. If you're interested in purchasing a fireworks show at wholesale prices, send us a message on our website at usafireworks.org. That's usafireworks.org. Go Hogs.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV with hands-free driving assistance and go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $900 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Summer is here, and Gelco Outdoors has the outdoor gear for you. Hiking boots by Salomon, running shoes by Under Armour, fishing shoes by Extra Tough and Under Armour, dry fit fishing and outdoor clothing by AFCO, Ariat, Drake, Hook, and Under Armour. Take advantage of the hot summer deals on summer clothing with buy one, get the second at 50% off. See store for details. For all your summer fishing, Gelco has the gear. Hunters, get ready for bow season. Gelco Outdoors, your one-stop summer store, 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith.
What do Formula One, the Peanuts cartoon strip, and Jay Leno all have in common with Crabtree RV Center? Yes, you guessed it. They are all celebrating 75 in 2025. Crabtree RV Center is so thrilled to have seen 75 wonderful years of business in the River Valley, and we want to celebrate with all of you. Come in today and take advantage of our 75-year anniversary sale going on every day at Crabtree RV Center in Alma, Arkansas. Crabtree RV Center is your one-stop shop for sales, service, parts, and rentals. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for 75 years.
Equipment down? Got a leak? Lost pressure? Don't let hydraulic problems slow you down. At Central Hydraulics in Fort Smith, we've got the power to keep you moving. From hoses and fittings to full system repairs, our expert team delivers top quality service fast. Central Hydraulics specializes in hydraulic pumps, cylinders, and custom-built solutions, so you can get back to work. Heavy machinery, farming equipment, construction rigs, if it runs on hydraulics, we've got you covered. Visit Central Hydraulics today or call 479-646-0471 for fast, reliable service.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
See dealer for details. At Road Chevrolet, 2800 Alma Highway, Van Buren, there's never been a better time to buy. Stop in today and check out our huge discounts on new Chevrolets and pre-owns. No reasonable offer will be refused, and at Roads, we always give you more for your trade. Plus, we offer free pickup and delivery. You can even buy remotely. Stop in and let us show you the Roads way with our 2-year complimentary maintenance program on every vehicle sold. Experience the Roads way. Road Chevrolet, 2800 Alma Highway, where you get the best prices, period.
It's Arkansas Game Day on ESPN Arkansas. Our exclusive coverage of the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
Ellen is ready. Here's the 1-2 of Malloy. Ground ball, base hit down the third baseline, scoring Thomas.
They're not done yet.
This is Arkansas Game Day.
Tomorrow night.
You remember Joe Buck's call, St. Louis Cardinals Game 6 against the Texas Rangers, I believe in 2011? Well, it's kind of what I was feeling when Arkansas defeated Murray State last night. And you knew you were going to be playing tonight. Just hoping the rain doesn't get to you. Hey, we're back here on Arkansas Game Day live from DJ's Dugout, which is the Razorback Hub right across from the team hotel. I really appreciate their staff taking care of us this week, and really appreciate our partners here of the College World Series being a part of our coverage, including Mock Legal Solutions. They've opened that second location in Sallisaw, right across from the courthouse to serve LaFleur and Sequoyah counties. Family law, car wreck, slip and fall, dog bite cases, and more. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price, mocklegalsolutions.com. By First Star Bank for all your first, saving, borrowing, planning, you name it, they can do it at First Star Bank, your hometown banker with all the digital tools. All your first at First Star Bank. By USA Fireworks, my buddy Chris Brewer does a fantastic job with all fireworks needs, especially wholesale. What's wholesale? It's basically half the cost. So if you're looking to throw a fireworks show this next month, he's your guy. USAFireworks.org. By Rudy's Country Store Barbecue in Fayetteville. The perfect place for parties, office lunches, tailgates, 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixins, and yes, even the tablecloth. Come by and see him at 4084 MLK Junior Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time. And by McClarty Daniel, great service isn't just expected, it's delivered every day. 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and in Springdale with a huge selection online. It's never been easier to find your next ride. Find it at McClartyDaniel.com. So a little update for the game prior to Arkansas. Louisville and Oregon State are locked up 6-6 bottom of the ninth. 2-2 count right now. Big C, bases loaded, no outs for the Cardinals right now.
While you were doing that read, I was watching it, and Oregon State's pitcher crashed out in the dugout, threw his glove and everything.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he let his emotions get to him a little bit.
That's a great segue for a guy that's starting for you tonight, and Zach Root struck him out. So Zach's in a similar spot that Gage is in, and yet he had to pitch earlier at the College World Series. Zach has to find that perfect balance. If you watch Gage's performance last night, Gage, it's like you go back and forth. It's a pro and a con. Part of Gage's strength is him being so fiery, so amped up, so intense. Sometimes that gets the best of him when he gives up a run. He gives up a bomb. If you notice during the course of that game, I watched his tendencies. I watched what kind of he was doing. He really didn't let himself go until after the 8th inning. And then, of course, after the 9th inning, he completed the no-hitter. So, like him, you would go nuts, and deservedly so. Zach is an intense guy. That's what makes him a great left-handed pitcher. That's what makes him an all-SEC first-teamer. Zach is going to come into this game amped and hyped and wanting to help his team after his performance against LSU. And really, I say performance, it was the second inning. It wasn't over the course. I mean, a great first inning, just got away from him in the second with some walks and some situations that he put himself in. So he's got to find that harmony, Big C, and sometimes that's hard to do. You got to find it, though, if you're Zach Root tonight.
Yeah, and we saw against Tennessee how that emotion can sometimes be, you can play through that and you can feed off that, but
yep,
man, you really got to concentrate on the small details. Can't lose focus. And I think we saw a little bit of that against LSU. I think his first inning was, even after the first inning against LSU, I'm like, he's got his great stuff. But it's crazy in the game of baseball how mental it is, and things can change in the next inning. And you're right. I think Root is going to feed off of Gage Wood's start and even Gackel's start, or Gackel coming in on Saturday. And then, I just think that's going to kind of get the best out of the Razorback pitchers, and I think it starts tonight with Zach Root. I think he's going to pitch great tonight.
And that being said, the pitching has been really good for Arkansas. Ball game, Louisville survives.
There we go.
Oregon State has been eliminated as of about 5 seconds ago, so you don't have to see the Beavers if you somehow come out of this side of the bracket.
Really, one inning. So you can say one inning, Arkansas pitching wasn't great. And that pretty much led to a loss. Man, the pitching has not been better all season than in what it's been in the first 2 games in Omaha.
Yeah, and if you want to include the regional and the super regional, I mean, Dave Van Horn, very complimentary of what those guys have done. And Gage said it best.
We're not done yet.
Just to hear DBH laughing. If you pointed out something that I think is important. So if you're this pitching staff, and not just the pitching staff for the team, and you see a performance like that from a guy that, by the way, had to come back from injury this season where he was out a good chunk of the year, a guy that we know is highly projected in this upcoming MLB draft, and it could have been his last game as a Razorback. You want to give him another shot, right?
Yeah, yes.
And he's not going to get it tonight.
It'll be game 1 of the finals.
Yeah, he's not going to get it tomorrow, and he's not going to get it on Thursday, most likely. The only way that Gage Wood is going to get another chance to play for this Arkansas Razorbacks baseball team is if you make it through these next 3 games. You've knocked out 1 of 4. You're 20. Think of it like this. You're 25% done. You beat UCLA tonight, you're 50% done. I know they're supposed to look at it 1 game at a time, 1 inning at a time, 1 pitch at a time, 1 play at a time. But you knock these guys out, you were 2 games away from the College World Series Finals. And again, our coverage is going to begin shortly here on ESPN Arkansas. We'll go to the ballpark, to Charles Schwab Field, and listen to Phil Elson and Bubba Carpenter as they set the stage for another elimination game for the Arkansas Razorbacks. For Big C, I'm Ty Richardson. This has been Arkansas Game Day. We're live on Hog Reaction following the game between Arkansas and UCLA coming up next.
This is Arkansas Game Day. Our exclusive coverage at the 2025 College World Series in Omaha is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions, USA Fireworks Wholesale, First Star Bank, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue in Fayetteville, and McClarty Daniel.
0 hits, a lot of zeros.